Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English HUBs. I'm Sarah, and I'm so excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Aaron. Hey, everyone. Just this morning, I had to write an email in English, and I was thinking, this is such an important skill. So I'm really happy we're talking about this today.
Oh, that's perfect timing, Aaron, because today we're going to learn how to write emails in English, and this is such a practical, useful skill.
Absolutely. Whether you're writing to your boss, a coworker, a customer, or even a friend, emails are everywhere in our daily lives.
That's so true. And the good news is, writing emails in English doesn't have to be scary or difficult. We're going to make it easy and fun for you today.
Yes. And before we start, can we ask you for a quick favor? If you're enjoying our podcast, please hit that like button and subscribe to Daily English Hubs.
Yes, please. It really helps us a lot. And share this episode with anyone who needs to write emails in English. Let's help each other learn together.
All right, Sarah, I'm ready. Let's talk about emails.
Okay, Aaron, let's start with the basics. Why is email writing so important?
Well, Sarah, I think it's because so much communication happens through email now. We write emails for work, for school, for making appointments, for asking questions.
Exactly. And here's the thing, everyone. When you write an email, you have time to think. You can write slowly, you can check your words. It's not like speaking where you have to answer immediately.
Oh, that's such a good point. With emails, you can take your time, you can write a sentence, then stop and think, then write another sentence.
Right. So even if speaking English makes you nervous, email writing can be easier. You're in control of your time.
I love that. So, Sarah, where do we start when we write an email?
Great question. Every email has five main parts. First is the subject line. Second is the greeting. Third is the body, which is the main message. Fourth is the closing. And fifth is your name.
Okay, 5 parts: subject line, greeting, body, closing, and name. That sounds simple when you break it down like that.
It is simple. Let's look at each part one by one. Aaron, let's start with the subject line. What is the subject line?
The subject line is the title of your email. It's the first thing people see. It tells them what your email is about.
Perfect. The subject line is very important because people get many emails every day. A good subject line helps them understand your message quickly.
Right. So, what makes a good subject line, Sarah?
A good subject line is short and clear. It tells the main idea of your email in just a few words. For example, if you're asking about a meeting, you can write, "Question about meeting on Monday."
Oh, I like that. It's clear and specific. What are some other examples?
Sure, you could write "meeting follow-up" or "request for information" or "thank you for your help."
Those are great. So, the key is to be clear and direct. Don't make it too long or confusing.
Exactly, Aaron. Keep it simple. Now, let's talk about the greeting. How do we start our email?
Okay, the greeting. This is how we say hello in the email. What are some common greetings, Sarah?
Good question. The greeting depends on who you're writing to. If you're writing to someone in a professional situation like your boss or a customer, you use a formal greeting.
And what's a formal greeting?
The most common formal greeting is "Dear" plus the person's name. For example, "Dear Mr. Smith" or "Dear Miss Johnson."
Got it. So we write dear, then their title, like Mr. or Miss, then their last name, and we put a comma after the name, right?
Exactly. You write "Dear Mr. Smith" with a comma. That's the formal way. But Aaron, what if you don't know the person's name?
Ah, good question. What do we write then?
If you don't know the name, you can write "Dear Sir" or "Madam," or you can write "To whom it may concern." These are very formal phrases.
Okay, so dear sir or madam, or to whom it may concern. Those are useful. But Sarah, what if we're writing to a friend or someone we know well? Can we be less formal?
Absolutely. For friends or coworkers you know well, you can use informal greetings. You can write "Hi" plus their first name, like "Hi, Gon" or "Hello, Sarah."
That's much more casual and friendly. So, hi or hello plus the first name. Easy.
Yes, you can even just write hi without the name if you're writing to someone you email often. But remember, always match your tone to the situation.
Right. If it's professional and formal, use dear. If it's friendly and casual, use hi or hello. I understand.
Perfect. Now, let's talk about the body of the email. This is the main message, the important part.
Yes, this is where we write what we want to say. But Sarah, how do we start the body? What's the first sentence?
Great question. In professional emails, we often start with a polite opening line. The most common one is, I hope this email finds you well.
I hope this email finds you well. I've seen that phrase so many times. What does it mean?
It's just a polite way to say, I hope you're doing well, or I hope you're having a good day. It's just a friendly, professional way to begin.
Ah, I see. So it's like a warm greeting before we get to our main point. Are there other opening lines we can use?
Yes, you can also write, I hope you're doing well, or thank you for your email if you're replying to someone.
Those are useful. So we have, I hope this email finds you well, I hope you're doing well, or thank you for your email. Great options.
Exactly. Now, after the opening line, we write our main message. This is where we explain why we're writing.
Okay, so how do we do that clearly?
The key is to be direct and clear. Start with a sentence that explains your purpose. For example, I am writing to ask about, or I wanted to follow up on.
Oh, those are good. So we can say, I'm writing to ask about the meeting, or I wanted to follow up on our conversation.
Perfect, Aaron. Those are excellent examples. Let's practice some common situations. What if you need to request information?
Okay, requesting information. That's a common one. How do we do that politely?
We use polite phrases like, could you please send me the report? Or would you be able to? For example, could you please send me the report when you have a chance?
Could you please send me the report when you have a chance? That sounds polite and professional. What's another example?
Would you be able to provide more information about the project? Or could you please let me know when you're available?
I love these. They're polite and clear. Sarah, what if we want to thank someone?
Thanking someone. This is very important. There are many ways to say thank you in emails. The simplest is just thank you for your help.
Thank you for your help. Simple and clear. What else can we say?
You can say thank you for your time, or I really appreciate your assistance, or thank you for getting back to me so quickly.
Those are great, and they sound professional. What about apologizing? Sometimes we need to say sorry in emails, right?
Yes, absolutely. If you need to apologize, you can say, I apologize for, or I'm sorry for. For example, I apologize for the delay in responding.
I apologize for the delay in responding. That's useful. Or we could say, I'm sorry for any confusion.
Perfect. Another good one is, please accept my apologies for. That's very formal and polite.
Okay, so we have ways to request information, thank people, and apologize. What about following up? Sometimes we send an email but don't get a response and we need to write again.
Good point. When following up, you want to be polite, but also remind them of your previous email. You can say, I wanted to follow up on my previous email, or I'm writing to check in about.
I wanted to follow up on my previous email. That's polite and clear. It reminds them without being pushy.
Exactly. You can also say, just checking in to see if you had a chance to review my email. That's gentle and professional.
I like that. Just checking in sounds friendly, not demanding. These phrases are so helpful.
They really are. Now, Aaron, let's talk about the closing. After we write our main message, how do we end the email?
Right, the closing. This is how we say goodbye in a professional way. What are some common closings?
The most common professional closing is best regards with a comma. Then on the next line, you write your name.
Best regards. That's very professional. What are some other options?
You can also use kind regards, sincerely, best wishes, or just best. All of these are professional and polite.
And what about for more casual emails, like the friends or coworkers we know well?
For casual emails, you can use thanks, take care, talk soon, or even just cheers. Those sound much more friendly and relaxed. So we match the closing to the tone of the email, just like with the greeting.
Exactly. Formal email, formal closing. Casual email, casual closing. And after the closing, always write your name.
Makes sense. Okay, Aaron, I think we should show our listeners some complete email examples. Can we write a few together?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay, let's write a professional email first. Sarah, imagine you need to request some information from a coworker. How would you write that? Okay, let me think. Here's an example. Subject line, request for project information. Dear Miss Anderson, I hope this email finds you well. I am writing to... Okay, let me think. Here's an example. Subject line, request for project information. Dear Miss Anderson, I hope this email finds you well. I am writing to request information about the marketing project we discussed last week. Could you please send me the latest report when you have a chance? Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. Best regards, Sarah.
That's perfect, Sarah. It's clear, polite, and professional. Let me point out what you did. You started with a clear subject line.
Yes, request for project information. That tells the reader exactly what the email is about.
Then you used a formal greeting, Dear Miss Anderson, with a comma. Then you started with that polite opening. I hope this email finds you well.
Right. And then I was direct about my purpose. I am writing to request information about...
And you used the polite request phrase, Could you please send me the latest report? Not demanding, just polite.
Exactly. Then I thanked her. Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. Always good to show appreciation.
And you ended with best regards and your name. Perfect structure.
Thanks, Aaron. Now let's write a thank you email. This is when someone helped you and you want to say thanks.
Okay, let me try this one. Here's my example. Subject line, thank you for your assistance. Dear Mr. Chin, thank you so much for your help with the presentation yesterday. Your feedback was very useful, and I really appreciate the time you took to review my work. Thanks again for your support. Best regards, Aaron.
Excellent, Aaron. That's a wonderful thank you email. You were specific about what you're thanking him for.
Yes, I mentioned your help with the presentation, so he knows exactly what I'm referring to.
And you showed genuine appreciation. Your feedback was very useful. That makes the person feel good.
Right, and I thanked him again at the end. Thanks again for your support. It reinforces the gratitude.
Perfect. Now let's do one more. Let's write a follow-up email. Imagine you sent an email last week but didn't get a response.
Okay, this is a common situation. How do we write a follow-up without sounding annoying?
Great question. Here's an example. Subject line, following up on meeting request. Dear Dr. Williams, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to follow up on my email from last week about scheduling a meeting to discuss the research project. I understand you're very busy, but I would really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. Would next Tuesday or Wednesday work for your schedule? Thank you for your time. Best regards, Sarah.
That's really good, Sarah. You were polite, but also clear about what you need.
Thanks. I started with, I wanted to follow up on my email from last week to remind her of the previous email.
And you showed understanding. I understand you're very busy. That shows empathy and respect for her time.
Right. And I made it easy for her by suggesting specific days. Would next Tuesday or Wednesday work?
That's smart. Giving options makes it easier for people to respond. Great example.
Now, Aaron, let's write a more casual email. Imagine you're writing to a coworker you know well.
Okay, here's a casual one. Subject line, quick question. Hi, Tom. Hope you're having a good day. I have a quick question about the report we're working on. Do you have the sales numbers from last month? I need them to finish my section. Let me know when you get a chance.
Thanks. Best, Aaron.
Perfect. That's much more casual and friendly. You used "Hi, Tom" instead of "Dear Mr. Smith."
Yes, and I kept it short and simple. Hope you're having a good day. It's casual and warm.
And you got straight to the point. I have a quick question about. No need for long, formal sentences here.
Right, and I ended with best, which is more casual than best regards. Plus, thanks with an exclamation point adds a friendly tone.
Excellent. You really showed the difference between formal and casual email styles.
Okay, Sarah, let's talk about some important tips for email writing. What should people remember?
Great idea. Tip number 1, keep your emails clear and concise. Don't write very long, complicated sentences. Short and simple is better.
Yes, people are busy. They don't want to read a very long email. Get to the point quickly.
Tip number 2, always proofread before you send. Read your email one more time to check for mistakes.
That's so important. Take an extra minute to read your email again. Look for spelling mistakes or unclear sentences.
Tip number 3, be polite and professional, especially in work emails. Use please and thank you. These small words make a big difference.
Absolutely. Politeness is so important in written communication. You can't use your tone of voice in the email, so your words need to show respect and kindness.
Absolutely. Tip number 4, match your tone to your audience. Formal for professional situations, casual for friends and familiar coworkers.
Right. Think about who you're writing to before you start. That will help you choose the right greeting, phrases, and closing.
And tip number 5, don't stress about being perfect. It's okay if you make small mistakes. The important thing is clear communication.
Yes, this is so important, everyone. Don't let fear of mistakes stop you from writing emails in English. Practice makes better.
Now, Aaron, let's give our listeners some super useful phrases they can use in their emails right away.
Great idea. Let's make a list. For opening an email, we have, I hope this email finds you well, or I hope you're doing well, or thank you for your email.
Perfect. For making requests, we have, could you please, or would you be able to, or I would appreciate if you could.
For thanking someone, we have, thank you for your help, I really appreciate your time, or thanks for getting back to me.
For apologizing, we have, I apologize for, I'm sorry for, or please accept my apologies for.
For following up, we have, I wanted to follow up on, or just checking in about, or I'm writing to see if you had a chance to.
And for closing, we have best regards, kind regards, sincerely, best wishes, or just best.
These phrases are like building blocks. You can mix and match them to create different emails for different situations.
Exactly. And listeners, you can save these phrases somewhere. Write them down, keep them on your phone, and use them when you need to write an email.
Yes, there's no shame in using a reference. Even native speakers use templates and standard phrases for emails.
That's so true. We all use common phrases because they work. They're professional, clear, and polite.
Sarah, what about email etiquette? Are there things people should avoid in emails?
Oh, good question. Yes, there are a few things to avoid. First, don't write in all capital letters. Writing like this looks like you're shouting.
Right. All caps is considered rude. Use normal capitalization.
Second, don't use too many exclamation points. One is enough to show enthusiasm.
Yes, too many exclamation points look unprofessional and can be confusing.
Third, avoid using text message abbreviations in professional emails. Don't write you instead of you or to instead of to.
Right. Those are okay for texting friends, but not for work emails. Write the full words.
And fourth, reply to emails in a reasonable time. Try to respond within 24 to 48 hours if possible.
That's important. People appreciate quick responses. It shows you respect their time and their message.
All right, everyone, let's review what we learned today. This was a lot of information, so let's go through the main points.
Great idea. Point number 1,
Every email has 5 parts: subject line, greeting, body, closing, and your name.
Point number 2, the subject line should be clear and short. It tells the reader what your email is about.
Point number 3, use formal greetings like Dear Mr. Smith for professional emails and casual greetings like Hi John for friends.
Point number 4, start the body with a polite opening like I hope this email finds you well. Then state your purpose clearly.
Point number 5, use polite phrases for request. Could you please? Use thank you often and use I apologize when needed.
Point number 6, end with a professional closing like best regards for work emails or casual closings like thanks for friends.
And point number 7, keep emails clear and concise. Proofread before sending. Don't stress about perfection.
Excellent summary, Aaron. You know, everyone, writing emails in English gets easier with practice. The first few might feel difficult, but each email you write makes you better.
That's so true, Sarah. Start with simple emails. Maybe write to a friend first to practice. Then try more professional emails as you gain confidence.
Now, we want to hear from you. Here's our question. Have you ever had to write an important email in English? What was it about?
Yes, tell us in the comments or write us a sample email greeting. Practice writing, Dear Mr. Smith, I hope this email finds you well.
We love reading your comments. It helps you practice, and it helps us understand what you need to learn.
And remember, you can practice writing emails right now. Write a practice email to yourself. Try the structure we taught today.
That's a great idea, Aaron. Practice makes better. Every email you write improves.
We love reading your comments. It helps you practice, and it helps us understand what you need to learn.
And remember, you can practice writing emails right now. Write a practice email to yourself. Try the structure we taught today.
That's great advice, Aaron. Practice makes better. Every email you write improves your skills.
And don't be afraid to use the phrases we taught you today. They're professional, they're correct, and they're exactly what native speakers use.
Absolutely. You have all the tools you need now. You can write clear, professional, friendly emails in English. Before we finish, we want to say a huge thank you for listening to today's episode of Daily English Hubs.
Thank you so much. If you found this helpful, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow.
And share this episode with anyone who writes emails in English for work or school. Let's help each other learn.
We'll be back soon with another episode to make learning English easy and fun for you.
Until then, keep practicing, keep writing, and remember, you've got this.
Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.